In this video tutorial, we're going to talk about how to auto-generate and auto-assign a schedule based on event scheduling when you're collecting using survey-based availability. So at this point, we have already created our events, attached those events to different surveys, and sent those surveys out to staff for them to go in and input what shifts or what events that they're available to work. Now, you're only going to be able to use this tool and auto-assign staff if the survey is closed. Because if it's still open, they can still go in and change their availability. If they originally said they were available for one shift, they can go in and change that as long as that survey is still open. So you'll see if it says open as far as status, you'll see the auto assign is grayed out, and you're not going to be able to click in there to be able to go in and utilize this function. Once you go in and actually close this survey, so the date has passed, it's been listed as a close date, then you'll see the auto assign function pop up. And in order to get to this specific area, this is all under the Events tab, and you're going to click on Survey Availability in order to navigate to this page. Now, if you want to see what people's availability actually was, what they actually put in for each specific shift, you can always go to the View tab here, and this will give you everything that you'll need to know about this specific survey. So it'll list the different events that we have listed here. We have a couple concerts listed. It'll give you all the dates and information here, and you can be able to change those by clicking the edit button. It'll tell you who actually submitted their availability, and if you hover over and click on it, you'll be able to see what that availability was. Now you can click right here, auto assign all events. It's going to take you to the auto assign page. So the auto assign page is going to list out all of the different events, shifts by position that you are going to see listed here on a one-by-one order. And what you can actually do here is you can order these and choose which ones it needs to assign first. So maybe there's one event that's super specialized that you need to make sure that those shifts get assigned first before other ones do. You can do that here. If you have a specific position that you know that you want to assign first, it's a more specialized position. Maybe the people in those positions need to be assigned for those shifts first. You can utilize this to make that happen. So what you can do here is you'll see them all listed. It'll also tell you how many shifts that you have for this specific type and how many are assigned. So if they're blue like this means that these shifts have actually already been filled. But if they are in red, and it'll tell you exactly how many people they have currently filled for this shift and how many more that they need. It's going to give you some details and some information here about the survey, and then the assignment details. So how many shifts there are total, how many have been assigned, and how many are available. Now, if you want to manually or change the group shift order, and you want to order it by certain things. So let's say I want to make sure that the first qualifier, as far as my order of shift assignments, I want it to be the specific event. And if I click on, or if I make this inactive and I reactivate it, it's going to pop up and it's going to say, okay, which event do you want to assign first? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is the correct order. I'm going to do Rock Music Festival first and apply the ordering. Now, after that has been done, how do you want to sort it next? So do you want to sort it by time, position, or date? So I actually want to sort it by position. And I'm going to go ahead, I only have 2 positions for this, but I want my front desk supervisor position to be assigned first within the position before the equipment staff. So if I apply that ordering, you'll see it has all my Rock Music Festival ones first, and within that ordering, then it's going to have the front desk supervisor and the equipment staff position. So it's just going to kind of go in the order that you set down here, and anything that you have as a blue check down here is going to actually sign in that order, and you'll be able to see in live, real time, as you're changing things here, what it does to the actual order. Now, if you need to manually change some of these items around, let's say I normally, yes, this is what I want, but I actually need this specific shift to be filled first, and there isn't a way to automatically do that. You just drag and drop it to this place that it needs to go, and then that will happen for you. The next option that you would have here is actually to manually side some of these shifts. So let's say you have some staff members that you really need to work before, so you want to make sure they work certain shifts, and you want to assign those first. But then after that, you don't mind. You want to then you can use the auto assign function from there. If you select the manually assign icon here, it's going to pop up on the right-hand side. It's going to tell you for all shifts that need people, how many people are currently available for those shifts. So you're going to be able to actually click on that green button, and it's going to tell you everybody who is available for this specific shift. So this is everybody who is not currently working at this time and everybody that is said that they were available. So that's who's going to populate on this shift. So as you go through and assign people for different shifts, you're actually going to see that, that the amount of people available will go down because you're assigning people. So you can do that first, and then as you can see now that person has gone away and there's no one left available to assign for these shifts. But this is just an option for you to use if you need to make sure that specific people work specific shifts before you auto assign. Once everything is good here, you can go ahead and select auto assign shifts. And it's going to automatically assign the 16 shifts that are available. And it's going to give you kind of a warning here that that shifts might not be auto assigned if they are either assigned to another staff member or if you don't have anyone available to work these shifts, or if you do not have a manager permissions to assign shifts. So there's just three reasons why this might not go through and leave some shifts as still available. And you click on continue, and it will tell you how many of the shifts that you actually assigned. This is going to take you to the first week of your first event, and it's going to show you what you have scheduled here, as well as anything else you have scheduled that's currently on the calendar. So if you want to filter for all your positions or just certain other positions, you can do that. Select load positions. And then you'll actually be able to see we have some of our concert shifts for our events that are filled here. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you're also going to see your available shifts. So these are the shifts that the system could not fill. And this could be for a few reasons. First, nobody could have been available. So it will assign everyone who was available for those shifts. But if there's nobody left and there's still shifts to be filled, they will be created as available shifts. Second, there could be staff that were available, but the system will not schedule them over their maximum amount of hours per day or per week, which is set in the manage availability page within SubitUp. So if they have people that are available, but giving them this shift will cause them to go over their hours, it will not be able to schedule them. So these are the shifts that are on the schedule that I still know that I need to fill, whether it's by just publishing and making them available shifts and hoping staff pick them up, or by another method. If you want to filter for just a specific event, you can always use the filter tab here. I want to see my rock music festival. And if I search the term rock, then I will be able to see all of my rock music festival shifts that I have here on my calendar. If you want another view, if you don't like the view to see the shifts on a calendar view, you'd rather see it by event, you can always go back to your event calendar. And once you're at your event calendar, you can choose any event that you have. And you're going to be able to see the total shifts that you have. So how many are assigned, how many are available, and what those specific shifts are. It'll tell you who's available here on the left-hand side, or who is assigned to it on the left-hand side here as well. And that was how to use the auto assign event tool to auto generate your schedule from survey availability. As always, if you need any further support, please feel free to reach out to our support team. Our email address is support@subitup.com. Our phone number is 617-401-8733. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much.